Okay, Percy Jackson. So I actually really liked what you talked about in the episode, how you were just seeing how he was taking in being underwater when
Yeah.
he finally becomes demigod. So I thought we could do that mindful nerd moment, just being Percy Jackson when he's essentially just like hanging out at the bottom, in an undersea, underwater kind of situation.
Yeah, he has like unseen gills and
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah.
He can just
Yeah.
hang out peacefully under there. And I love that because it kind of it it turns the experience on its head a little bit from how we tend to be underwater, unless I guess you're a Navy SEAL or something.
Yeah. It definitely, yeah. Like as far as like peaceful, quiet moments, I think this one's pretty close behind Dr. Manhattan getting to disappear and just think on Mars. I still love that
Yeah.
one. That one's still my
Yeah.
favorite. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous of him for that.
So maybe that's what we can do. So it doesn't need to be any specific scene from because in the show he's on a quest and he's doing all the stuff. So maybe it's just okay. There's a ton of stuff going on. He's having to go and take care of all this demigod godly crap,
Okay.
but he just needs a moment. And
All
so
right.
yeah, he goes underwater and just is left alone and can just take it in. So I figured
Cool.
that's what we'll do. All right. uh, so I want you to sit straight but comfortably. You can either close your eyes or just soften your gaze, not looking at anything in particular. And first, pay attention to your breath, using that to help you focus in on the mindful nerd moment. And I want you to notice your breath in particular because we're shifting into being Percy Jackson. And there's something unique that you're going to be able to do and enjoy. And it's going to hopefully bring a moment, a pause on everything going on. So you're Percy Jackson. There's a lot going on. A lot of gods are doing a lot of things, and it's just overwhelming. And you need a moment. Fortunately, you look over, and there's a big body of water. It can be whatever you want it to be. It can be an ocean, it can be a lake, a pond, a river, whatever it might be. And as Percy Jackson, I want you to slowly and purposefully walk over to that body of water, noticing what the ground feels like underneath your feet. And I want you to enter that body of water, just walking in step by step, noticing the feel, the change of the temperature, the feel as you shift from air to water, as you gradually submerge yourself more and more until you are completely underwater. And you keep going until there's at least a few feet of water above you so that you can really feel the water and just feel it completely surrounding you. And because you're Percy Jackson, I want you to take in this special moment of taking a deep, full breath underwater. Breathing in and breathing out. And you're still getting used to it. You haven't known about the skill until really recently. So it feels strange and yet in the most meaningful and fitting way possible. It's strange and yet it's right. And you breathe in again and you breathe out and you notice what it feels like breathing underwater, feeling underwater, seeing underwater, hearing underwater, and even the subtle tastes. Even though you're not eating anything right now, the subtle tastes you might notice from being in the water. You just take in this full experience and you appreciate the separation, the brief pause it gives you. And after one more deep breath in and out, you decide, okay, I've taken my moment. It's time to get back to what's happening out there with all the gods. And so you gradually walk yourself back out of the water, but making sure that you take a little bit of that pause, that break, that peace, that underwaterness with you as you emerge. When you're ready, we will shift out of Percy Jackson and back to the Bat Therapy podcast. And Keaton, check in with you, see how that was.
Enjoyed that. It was very peaceful. I've always really loved the ocean. And so, like, I'm not gonna lie, I went to a little bit of a different spot for the mindful nerd moment just
Okay.
because all I could think about was the sea life. And so I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? How about a nice saltwater pool?
All right. Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I said whatever.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can make it
No,
your own.
yeah. A
I
place
like it.
I need to be able to not worry about sharks or
Okay. Okay.
anything else in the deep. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Loved it.